How many of you are Smashup virgins? Okay, that's a good 70%. So hosts, your job is easy. My name is Lavin. I work for TIE as the executive director. We've got a day filled with a lot of action. Just to give you a few housekeeping announcements, you have 4 accelerators who are doing constant interviews. 2 of them are on the first floor, 2 of them are on the ground floor. You have an angel room where I think there are about 4 or 5 sessions, and you'll need to go sign up, and they'll kind of put you in. About 10-15 investors will kind of hear your 3-minute pitches. Post lunch, there are 2 workshops which are happening on the second floor. You'll have to figure that out. Depending on the crowd, we might move one over here. And just to kind of let you all know that this is purely an event by the startups, for the startups, and from the startups, so much so that even our hosts today are 2 exciting startups. It's my privilege to invite Vikram Vora from MyDentist, who was an ex-Smashup guy himself. He was around 30 crores when he came to us, and we made him 65 crores today. So, Vikram. And Lavin Mirchandani. He's an ex-TIE employee himself, and then he became an entrepreneur. Welcome. And it's an honor and privilege to invite my president, Anand Desai, managing partner of DSK Legal. Over to you, folks.
Morning. Welcome to Smashup 6th edition.
Check.
It's a high energy room and venue. I'm just going to tell you a bit about my understanding of TIE, and some of you may know more, so please feel free to add. But the whole intent really is to develop entrepreneurship, bring about matching of expectations in terms of those who want money, those who want to fund, those who want to mentor, those who need mentoring. We have 62 chapters around the world, and the other thing we are doing is increasing the interaction between chapters. We have 5 special interest groups, which we want to promote more and more, and do twinning of cities which are relevant for that purpose. So we have technology, lifestyle, healthcare, media entertainment, and the latest one is fintech. So fintech, we want to match up Mumbai with Singapore, London, New York, where there are good chapters, and I hope you can interact with those if you're in that space. For media entertainment with Hollywood, the logical choice, and others. So we will be developing that more and more. We are starting a TIE angel network for angel investors to meet you, or your angel investors to meet startups, those who need funding, and develop relationships, make some money, build something useful, build employment. So that's a bit of background as to what we are planning this year. We'll keep adding to it. And Lavin is an old hand, so I'm going to ask him to say a little more than I know about how TIE works and where we are going from here.
Thanks, Anand. And it's a delight, absolute delight to be back here at Smashup and see such an overwhelming response. I'm told we have close to 1,000 people who've registered for this edition, and it's fantastic early in the morning on a Saturday to be here. So I think big round of applause to all of you, for yourself, for all the enthusiasm. So I think the TIE team has put up some interesting numbers. It's very interesting. It's very important to know who's around and why are people coming to Smashup. Different reasons, different ambitions. Is that slide visible? Can we adjust the lights a bit? Yeah. So early stage entrepreneurship and startups, correct me if I'm wrong, Vikram. I think the easiest thing people get confused is it's all about tech, right? And we have the early stage founders of Bombay here. And the interesting part is that it's not only tech, we have some very diverse categories of industries seen here. So we have BFSI, we have healthcare, there's retail, there's education, and
Technology constitutes only 28%.
only 28%. So I think that's pretty remarkable. And speaking of BFSI, I think Anand just announced the launch of the FinTech special interest group that looking at those numbers, has sort of agreed to go ahead with. And there's Rajesh Segal, I'm told, who's a charter member. Rajesh, are you here? So you should locate Rajesh. I think he's not here, but he's a charter member who's leading that. If you're a fintech startup, connect with him. There's a desk you could register outside. Moving forward on the next slide, I think. So yeah, we're not about technology. I think it's very interesting to look at the personal profile of the various stages the entrepreneurs here in the audience belong to. So big chunk of founders who are early stage founders, 63%. That's what Smashup is. It's a forum for the founders, by the founders, right? And we've sort of witnessing that with 63%. And you can see we have people who are looking to work for startups, so 13% of them. So you should be networking and finding people who you could hire. And there are people who are looking to put money in startups, that little red slice. You should be also tagging along with them. So these are points you should note in terms of what you got to get out of Smashup. Moving forward, so we asked companies who are coming here, how many of you are cash flow positive? And it's fantastic to see about 43% of them are actually.
You have this question here, huh?
Yeah, certainly we have this question. When you're talking about cockroaches, unicorns are like going away. So it's important to know who's cash flow positive. 43% said yes, we are cash flow positive. So it's interesting stat over there as well. And yeah, I think that's what we have over here at Smashup. So Anand, this is your first time at Thai Smashup, right?
That's right. So I'm learning as well.
And Vikram, you've been here as a speaker before, and I think you've also experienced it as a member of the audience.
Yep. So I've been in the audience for two of the Smashups, and once I have been on a panel over here, and that's what really draws this format, right? I mean, it's amazing. Like from the stats that you had about the audience, where you have people coming in from all backgrounds, entrepreneurs who've been first timers or early. So I was one of those people 5 years back, and I'm still one of those. So that's what draws people here. That's exactly what draws people here, and it's amazing to see such a large audience today. So about the format. Can we go to the format? We discussed the format, yeah. So about the format, it's a conference for the startups, by the startups. So we have some very simple rules, and it has to be light, nice, so that people can relate to each other and carry some good data out. So the rules, we do not have suits. People in suits, please stand up. Can I see somebody in a suit, please? Squishy love! Any more? This guy here!
So yeah, you could remove your suits, or you'll keep getting all this love.
You have the next one, that's no jargons. No. Yeah?
So we're not going to be discussing any jargons, like no big words, very simple early stage fundas and
Yeah. So, Danda.
Yeah, dhanda is the word. We don't want anything that involves disrupting, right?
Yeah, totally.
Or anything that involves solo, mo, or stuff like that, Right.
So no jargons, and especially goes for the open pitches. Jo lag raha hai, aake bol do yaar. Somebody understands over there. 30 seconds, jargon ke liye time nahi hai. Right? And that's the open pitch.
So yeah, that's open pitches are going to be an interesting format. I think when we say for the startup, by the startup, we mean it. And while we're going to have contemporary founders. That's what we meant. All the speakers, that we invite are going to be contemporary founders who have started their companies in the last 0 to 5 years. Of course, you're going to get the show started with some 50,000 feet overview experience by Mr. Screwwala, but after that, we're going to see a lot of contemporary founders. And between these founders coming and going off stage, we're going to give a lot of you a chance to be here and share your story in 90 seconds or 60 seconds, right?
Yeah.
That's the open pitch.
60 seconds.
So you could come here and you could sell your product. You could come here, you could pitch to some of those 7% investors who are in the audience. You could come here and you could talk about hiring if you have openings, or you could just come up and
Ask for a co-founder?
ask for a co-founder, right? And we give you 60 seconds and you have to sort of make sure that you find your spot and be here, and it's going to be fun. So we're looking forward to that as well. So I think, yeah, so Vikram, Naveen mentioned that when you came here and Smashup a few years back, you were at X revenue and now you are at about 2.5X revenue. What was the story
No,
like?
so now I'm okay.
You're
I'm
okay.
okay. So we don't talk in X's, right, anymore. So, I mean, you'll have people who will come and say, 3 years back, I did 20,000 eyeballs. Now I'm at 60,000 eyeballs. I had 30,000 app downloads last year. I have 60,000 app downloads this year. I had X number of people.
GMV? Yeah.
I'd rather not venture into that, right? GMV is still delicate. Still delicate. But yeah, so when I came here the first time, we were running at a revenue of close to 20 crores. 2 years, today we are running at 60 crores, right? And I did carry back a lot of information or knowledge that I got here, and that's what's got me, or rather MyDentist, to where it is today. So it's an amazing platform. Get the right people here. You have the best of speakers coming here, best of panelists, and we can only help, right?
Absolutely. So over to you, Anand. Anything more from what Ty is up to, or what people should expect moving forward beyond Smashup?
Yeah, we have a whole list of programs coming up. As you probably know, we have 2 categories of members: charter members who are successful entrepreneurs, who are like a group amongst themselves. That's by invitation only, and I hope you get invited. And other members who are really aspiring to get there. And we are here to help in whichever way we can. The intent being to create the ecosystem for entrepreneurship, job creators, wealth creators. It is a chapter-wise organization, like I said. So we are in Mumbai, but please feel free to, ask for introductions in other parts of the world. Happy to do that. Meet people, learn, grow. I think that's the bottom line, I would say. And wherever we can help, happy to help.
Thank you. And I think, Vikram, we missed out introducing the squishy ball to the new delegates who are coming to Smashup for the first time.
So the Smashup versions again. That is called a squishy ball. This is the stage. If you find anybody talking anything nice, smash the guy with squishy love. And you could do it right away with this guy.
Whoa. So this is the offline equivalent of the Facebook like button. You like a person, you like a woman, you like a speaker, make sure you express some love. So that's it from our side, guys, and I think looking forward to an engaging day moving forward, and